I'm Lisa Telford, Portfolio Talent Director at Montagu Private Equity. Before I talk about what we look for in a Chief People Officer, I thought it would be useful to provide some context about who we are and what we do. Montagu has over 50 years of experience in mid-market primary buyouts and invests in companies which typically have an enterprise value of 200 million to €1 billion. In our current portfolio, there are 23 companies ranging from 300 to 5,000 people. We invest in three core sectors: healthcare, technology, and essential business products and services. In total, these companies have combined revenues north of €3 billion. We are committed to creating long-term sustainable value in the companies in which we invest, and we see people as our number one value creation lever. Therefore, the CPO appointment in any portfolio company is a key strategic hire. One of the questions that I'm often asked is what it's like to make the transition from a corporate CPO role to working in a PE-backed company. The three main differences that I've observed are, number one, the pace. It's much faster than a corporate environment, particularly around decision making. There's a very short chain of command and almost no bureaucracy. If you can demonstrate that there's value to be created, you'll get a quick and positive response. Secondly, the need to be ruthless about prioritization. Everything we do is about change and change at pace. Therefore, there's a constant need to prioritize and reprioritize. It's better to do a few things well than try and boil the ocean. There's complete clarity and alignment on what needs to be achieved, which is to deliver 3 times money over 5 years. Therefore, we're looking for CPOs who are strong leaders and are able to create and deliver an HR strategy that underpins a business strategy and will realize the value growth plan. In the past, we focused more on prior performance and track record. Whilst this is very important, as you all know, prior performance is not a reliable indicator of future success. Therefore, we pay a great deal of attention to soft skills and how the individual will fit into the senior leadership team. If I had to summarize the most important attributes, I'd say there are 5 key areas. The first one is gravitas and the ability to inspire trust and confidence. This is key as we want the CPO to be a trusted advisor and business partner, not only to the CEO, but also to the wider senior leadership team. They also need to be very comfortable operating at board level and have the credibility to provide strategic insight and recommendations on what's needed from a people and organization perspective. Secondly, commercial acumen. Everything we do is about value creation, and we're looking for CPOs who understand how human capital can drive commercial value. If you aren't able to quantify the impact and results of proposed initiatives, it's unlikely you'll get the buy-in of the board. Flexibility and adaptability. As I've already mentioned, everything we do is about change, and the companies we invest in are SMEs, which don't necessarily have the resources you'd expect in a large business. Therefore, we're looking for evidence of being both strategic as well as very operational and very hands-on. You have to be able to balance time and resource constraints to create a focused set of HR priorities, which helps the company get to a successful exit, rather than a plan that ticks all of the HR boxes. You need to be analytical and performance-driven. It's critical that you apply the KPIs which are going to move the needle, and by setting a few meaningful KPIs and being really rigorous about data collection, you're able to facilitate informed decision-making, which leads to positive outcomes. Energy, resilience, and drive. Taking a C-level role in a PE-backed company isn't for the faint-hearted. You need to have a relentless drive and focus on results. You need to remain calm under pressure, and you need to have the influencing skills to lead an organization through a large-scale change and transformation. Finally, without wishing to state the blindingly obvious, highly developed communication and interpersonal skills with the ability to establish strong relationships with stakeholders at all levels, both internally and externally, usually across multiple geographies, is really important for success. Being the CPO in a PE-backed company is a hugely rewarding experience if you like to be challenged and you thrive on being in a fast-paced environment where there's a clear mandate to drive change and create value. Thank you.